Listen carefully, because this may be the first time someone tells you the truth about your mind. Your ADHD brain is not broken. You are not lazy. You are not stupid. You are not weak. And you are not failing because you lack potential. Your brain simply works differently. But for years, maybe your whole life, people made you feel like something was wrong with you. Why can't you focus? Why do you start things and never finish? Why are you always overwhelmed? Why can't you just do simple things? And after hearing that long enough, you started believing it too. You started thinking, maybe I'm broken. Maybe I'll never get my life together. Maybe everyone else can do things I can't. But listen carefully, your brain was never designed to work like everyone else's. And the moment you stop comparing your mind to people who think differently, everything changes. Take a slow breath in and out. Right now. Release shame. Release the guilt. Release the belief that you're failing at life. Because surviving with ADHD in a world built for constant focus is exhausting. Your mind moves fast. Too fast sometimes. Ideas, thoughts, emotions, distractions, everything happening at once. And people who don't experience it don't understand how draining that is. They only see the outside. They don't see the mental battle, the overthinking, the emotional exhaustion, the constant noise in your head. They don't see how hard you try. And because of that, you often become your own worst critic. You blame yourself for struggling. You attack yourself for procrastinating. You hate yourself for not being consistent. But what if the problem isn't your worth? What if the problem is that nobody taught you how your brain actually works? Because ADHD brains are not built for pressure and shame. They respond to meaning, interest, emotion, momentum. That's why forcing yourself like everyone else often fails. And every failed attempt makes you feel worse. But today, that cycle ends. Today you stop calling yourself broken. Say it slowly, my ADHD brain is not broken. Again, my ADHD brain works differently. Different does not mean less valuable. Different does not mean incapable. Different does not mean hopeless. In fact, many ADHD minds are incredibly creative, passionate, intuitive, energetic, visionary. But when that energy has no structure, it turns into chaos. And chaos creates exhaustion. That's why discipline matters for ADHD. Not harsh discipline. Not punishment. Gentle structure. Simple routines. Clear environments. Small goals. Because your brain doesn't need more shame. It needs support. Take another breath. Everything is in God's hands. And God understood your mind before you did. You are not a mistake. You still have purpose. You still have gifts. You still have value. Even on the days where your mind feels overwhelming. Even on the days where you can't focus. Even on the days where you feel behind. Your worth is not measured by productivity. Your value is not measured by consistency alone. You are still worthy of love. Still worthy of success. Still capable of building a meaningful life. Now imagine something. Imagine stopping the war against yourself. Imagine waking up and working with your brain instead of hating it. Imagine speaking to yourself with patience instead of criticism. That changes everything. Because healing begins when shame ends. So stop calling yourself lazy. Your brain is tired. Stop calling yourself useless. Your mind is overloaded. Stop calling yourself broken. You are adapting in a world that moves differently than you do. And yes, you can still succeed. But your path may look different. And that's okay. Maybe you need more breaks. Maybe you need quieter environments. Maybe you need systems instead of pressure. Maybe you need movement instead of force. That does not make you weak. That makes you aware. The goal is not becoming someone else. The goal is learning how to thrive as yourself. Say, I stop fighting my mind. I choose understanding over shame. I choose patience over self-hatred. I choose progress over perfection. I can build discipline slowly. I can rebuild my focus gently. I can create a life that works for me. And every small step matters. Every moment of effort matters. Even when nobody sees it. Even when progress feels slow. Because healing your relationship with yourself is part of the journey. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You do not need to fix yourself immediately. You need consistency, compassion, and faith. Faith that your life is still meaningful. Faith that your mind can still grow. Faith that God still has a plan for you. Because He does. Even now. Even in the confusion. Even in the chaos. Even in the overwhelm. Nothing about you is accidental. So take one deep breath. And release the pressure to become someone else. You do not need another brain to build a better life. You need understanding. You need structure. You need self-respect. And you need to stop believing you are broken. Because you are not. You are learning yourself. You are rebuilding yourself. You are becoming stronger. One day at a time. One habit at a time. One step at a time. And your story is far from over. Everything is in God's hands. And your mind still has greatness inside it. Take one last deep breath in and out. You are not broken. You just work differently. Subscribe for more.